స్కూల్స్ మరియు కాలేజ్ విద్యార్థుల కోసం ఆన్లైన్ డిజిటల్ క్లాसेस ద్వారా బోధించాలనుకుంటున్నారా?
क्या आप आपके कॉलेजेस, स्कूल्स और ट्यूशंस को डिजिटलाइज करना चाह रहे हैं?
మీ విద్యార్థుల కోసం సరైన ప్లాట్‌ఫామ్ వెతుకుతున్నారా?
क्या आप ऑनलाइन क्लासेस के लिए किसी बेहतर प्लेटफॉर्म की तलाश में हैं?
అయితే మా ఏఎన్ ఛానల్ ద్వారా ఉమ్మడి మహబూబ్ నగర్ జిల్లానే కాకుండా గద్వాల, వనపర్తి, నాగర్ కర్నూల్, నానపేట్, నాగర్ కర్నూలే కాకుండా నిజామాబాద్ జిల్లాలో మా ఏఎన్ న్యూస్ ఛానల్ తరపున మీ డిజిటల్ ఆన్లైన్ క్లాसेस ద్వారా మీ విద్యార్థులకు బోధించవచ్చు.
हम आपके शहर निजामाबाद, महबूब नगर, गद्वाल, नारायणपेट, वनपर्ती और नागर कर्नूल में भी दस्तयाब हैं. आप जानते हैं कि देश में कोविड-19 कहां से आया है. आप ये भी जानते हैं हमारे देश में सैनिकों को किसने मारा. यकीनन उस देश को, इस देश से उनकी हर वो चीज़ को और वो ऐप को इस देश से उखाड़ कर फेंकना है. आप और हम मिलकर कदम उठाएंगे.
అయితే ఇంకెందుకు ఆలస్యం, మీ ఆన్లైన్ డిజిటల్ క్లాసెస్ కోసం సంప్రదించవలసిన మా చిరునామా ఏఎన్ఏ న్యూస్ ఛానల్, ఓల్డ్ ఆర్టీఓ ఆఫీస్, మహబూబ్ నగర్ జిల్లా. మీరు సంప్రదించవలసిన మా ఫోన్ నెంబర్లు 9502612340.
Online classes is just a call away.
విద్యార్థుల భవిష్యత్తుకు బాటలు వేస్తూ మునుపెన్నడూ ఎరుగని అత్యుత్తమమైన ఫలితాలతో అద్భుతమైన విద్యా ప్రమాణాలతో ముందుకు దూసుకుపోతోంది శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల. మహబూబ్ నగర్ జిల్లా కేంద్రంలో ప్రముఖులు, అనుభవజ్ఞులైన చైర్మన్ జగపతిరావు ఆధ్వర్యంలో 2011లో స్థాపించబడిన మా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల ఉన్నతమైన విద్యా ప్రమాణాలతో ఇంజనీరింగ్, మెడికల్లో చక్కని ర్యాంకుల సాధనలో విజయం వైపుగా కృషి చేస్తోంది. ఇంజనీరింగ్ అయినా, మెడికల్ అయినా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల విద్యార్థులదే పై చేయి. ఇంటర్తో పాటు ఐఐటి, నీట్, ఎంసెట్ నందు లాంగ్ టర్మ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ద్వారా కార్పొరేట్ కళాశాలలో 20 సంవత్సరాల అనుభవం కలిగిన అధ్యాపక బృందంచే ప్రత్యేక శిక్షణ తరగతులు నిర్వహిస్తూ డైలీ ప్రాక్టీస్ పేపర్స్, వీక్లీ టెస్ట్, కౌన్సిలింగ్ ద్వారా విద్యార్థుల నైపుణ్యం మెరుగుపరచడం మా ప్రత్యేకత. హ్యాండ్బాల్, ఫుట్బాల్, క్రికెట్ లో మా విద్యార్థులు జాతీయ క్రీడాకారులుగా గుర్తింపు పొందుతున్నారు. జిల్లా కేంద్రంలో సొంత భవనాలలో కళాశాలలు, విద్యార్థులకు ఉదయం, సాయంత్రం వేళలో స్టడీ అవర్స్, ఐఐటి, నీట్ లో ప్రముఖుల నిపుణులచే విద్యా బోధన, బాలికల కోసం ప్రత్యేక క్యాంపస్, ఎంపీసీ, బైపీసీ గ్రూప్లతో కో ఎడ్యుకేషన్, ఎంపీసీ, బైపీసీ, ఎంఈసీ, సిఈసీ గ్రూప్లతో గర్ల్స్ క్యాంపస్, ఎంపీసీ, బైపీసీ గ్రూప్లతో పాటు ఐఐటి, నీట్, ఎంసెట్లతో అకాడమీ.
I am Mariam Maqbool. I passed out from Shraddha Junior College in 2017 from BIPC. Currently, I have passed out from Tata Institute of Social Sciences. I finished my bachelor's. So one thing which is very striking about this institute is the immense and genuine amount of effort that the team of faculty puts and takes up for the success of students and their prosperity. And another thing that is very remarkable about this place is they ignited in me the spirit of competitiveness, which is very necessary in this globally evolving market world. There was one Sanskrit slok which which I learnt when I was very young. Udhyame nahi siddhyanti karyani na manorataihi nahi suptasya simhasya pravishanti mukhe mruga. This means you cannot just achieve anything just by thinking of it. You need to put in effort. That is what I have learnt from this institute. Like, even though lion is king of jungle, it has to hunt for its own prey, which is what I have learnt from Shraddha Junior College.
I am Uday Kiran. I have completed my intermediate in Shraddha Junior College in 2019 and I have joined Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology and I scored my JEE Mains percentile as 98.19 and due to some other problems I didn't join NIT and I have scored my MCET rank as 4500 and here the lecturers take the special care with each and every student.
సీనియర్ మరియు జూనియర్ ఇంటర్ అడ్మిషన్ల కోసం సంప్రదించవలసిన మా చిరునామా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల, కో ఎడ్యుకేషన్ క్యాంపస్, మెట్టుగడ్డ. మీరు సంప్రదించవలసిన మా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ 9494430200. ప్రత్యేకమైన గర్ల్స్ క్యాంపస్ కోసం సంప్రదించవలసిన మా చిరునామా ఆపోజిట్ పంచవటి హోటల్, న్యూ టౌన్, మహబూబ్ నగర్. మా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ 7337294653. ఐఐటి, నీట్ అకాడమీ కోసం సంప్రదించవలసిన మా చిరునామా శ్రద్ధ జూనియర్ కళాశాల, మెట్టుగడ్డ. మా ఫోన్ నెంబర్ 9491629962.
morning everyone. This is your Srinivas Physics, Shraddha IIT and NEET Academy, Mehboob Nagar. How are you students? I hope you are best. Continue it. Shall I start our class? Yesterday I told you, today I will going to introduce what type of questions were asking in IPE examination. This is for all. What type of important questions we have that especially. I already said you in IPE, most probably one 4 marks question and one 2 marks question. This 6 marks are coming from this chapter, electric charges and fields. So first of all, I am going to put in front of you 4 marks questions. Okay. So what are that 4 marks questions we have? Orally I already said you, once again I am repeating that for IPE students. For IPE, 4 marks questions from this chapter. Okay. Now, first one is Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law. Just statement, state Coulomb's law and explain it. State Coulomb's law. That we know that. The electrostatic force, either attraction or repulsion acting between two charges separated by certain distance, is directly proportional to product of the charges and inversely proportional to square of the perpendicular distance between them. That is F proportional to Q1, Q2, F inversely proportional to R square, that is proportional to 1 by R square. That F proportional to Q1, Q2 by R square. So F is equals to, we can introduce a proportionality constant, that is K 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R square, where epsilon naught is permittivity of free space. That's value, that we know that. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value also we know that. If the two charges placed in medium, then what will be the force acting? F is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 by R square. Epsilon is permittivity of the medium. This explanation is enough. This is for 4 marks. That's it. Okay. Next one is, second one is, see here, intensity of electric field, that is E, due to a point charge. Intensity of electric field due to a point charge. That also I explained that. The derivation we have to do that. Okay, simple derivation, just only 3 steps. Okay, consider a point charge Q was placed at a point O that can create an electric field around it, is in outward. Let P be a point at a distance R from the charge Q, point charge Q, at which the intensity of electric field is to be determined. Isn't it? Okay. Let us consider a test charge plus Q naught, that unit positive charge, was placed at the point P. The force acting between these two charges is F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught by R square. But according to definition of intensity of electric field, E is equals to F by Q naught. That substitute F here. Q naught get cancelled. E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. That is an intensity of electric field. In terms of vector form, you can write that. They are also in Coulomb's law. Okay, that is in free, that means that space or vacuum. If it is in medium, 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R square. So this is the way of explanation of intensity of electric field due to a point charge. Okay, and third one is intensity of electric field due to a dipole on an axial line. What is an intensity of electric field? Okay, same as intensity of electric field due to a dipole on an equatorial line. Already while explaining also I said that these both are very important as per examination point of view. Most probably these are repeating that. Of course, these are also somewhat important, but especially these are most important. These two are most important. Intensity of electric field due to a dipole on an axial line. The line joining of the two charges in a dipole is called axial line. That line passing through its center of the dipole and perpendicular to the axial line was called equatorial line. Okay, so these both are very important. The derivations are very important. Already I explained that, just to go through them. Okay, next, fifth one, it is also somewhat important, that is torque on a dipole in a uniform electric field. What is the torque? Tau is equals to Pe sin theta. Here, intensity of electric field on a dipole due to a dipole on axial line is E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 4 pi epsilon 2 P by R cube here. Here is P by R cube. That is the derivation. Okay. Here, torque acting on a dipole in uniform electric field is tau is equals to Pe sin theta, where P is dipole moment. Okay. What is the dipole moment? It is the product of charge and the distance between the two charges. Okay. So that is torque acting on dipole in uniform electric field. These also somewhat important, especially these both are very important. Once again I am repeating that. Okay. Next, of course some other questions also we have that. Okay, but those are not that much important, but next one is Gauss law. Just very simple question, very small question. State Gauss law, mention its significance. State Gauss law, mention its significance. Gauss law. The statement is, listen once again, it is most important for all other competitive examinations also. Okay. Now, that is the net electric flux. That means the total electric flux, you can use the word. Okay. The total electric flux around a closed surface, through a closed surface, is equals to 1 by epsilon naught times of total charge enclosed by the surface. The total electric flux through a closed surface is equals to the 1 by epsilon naught times of total charge enclosed by the surface. That is Gauss law. Gauss law and its significance. Significance is simple. Already I mentioned that significance also. Okay, few points. Significance is nothing but for what, in what conditions that Gauss law will be applicable. Okay, Gauss law will be used for closed surfaces, isn't it? Of course, limitations, significance, all we can write in one way. Okay, that Gauss law will be applicable for distribution of charges. Okay, that mainly those 2 points are that significance. Okay. Now that Gauss law is also gives the relation between that electric flux and the distribution of charge. Gauss law is also used to find out the intensity of electric field. Okay, these are significances that any at least minimum 2 points we should mention about that. Okay, 2 marks for statement of Gauss law and mathematical form, and 2 marks for significance, that is the division of marks. Okay, so these are very, very important. This is somewhat not that much, especially these both. Why I am stressing that much for these both are important? They are repeating questions. Okay, in if you observe any previous papers. Okay, so these are 4 marks questions we have. Some other questions, that is the derivation of intensity of electric field, that applications of Gauss law is there now. Okay, that is linear charged object, that is a rod. Okay, and one more is charged sheet is there. There's other 2 also we have that, but not that much important. These are somewhat important questions. Next, for what about for 2 marks? Which questions are coming for 2 marks? Especially first one is, this problem is very, very important. Already I said you, I explained that one also. How many electrons present? How many electrons present in 1 coulomb charge? In 1 coulomb charge, how many electrons present in 1 coulomb? I explained the problem with that 1 millicoulomb. Okay, starting off my class, okay, my classes, that is, I used that 1 millicoulomb, I took that 1 millicoulomb, how many electrons present? But generally in IP he was asking that how many electrons present in 1 coulomb of charge. Now see here, what will be that value, that solution of this one is Q is equals to how much it is? 1 coulomb. Now we should find out that number of electrons present. Number of electrons present. Now according to quantization of charge, that is also one of the question we have that. Okay, according to quantization of charge, Q is equals to what it is? Ne. Ne. Okay, now here is N is equals to what it is? Q by E. What is Q? 1 coulomb by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb charge of each electron. Just simplify this, we can get 6.25 into 10 power 18 electrons. This is an answer. Just simple. This is for 2 marks. How many electrons present in 1 coulomb charge? Q is equals to 1 coulomb. Number of electrons, how much? Okay. Now, as per quantization, here we should mention that, mention cheyali. Okay. According to quantization of charge, if you write that, that will be impressible. Okay. Now, that is Q is equals to, actually plus or minus Ne. Okay. Here need not to consider that. Okay. Magnitude only we are finding that. Of course, that plus or minus doesn't indicate direction. Don't think like that. Okay. That sign of that charge, that's it. Whether it is that positive charged or negative charged. Now, he was just asked that number of electrons present. He was not mentioned whether a deficiency or excess number of electrons. So N is equals to Q by E. Q is 1 by, that is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 charge of each electron. Just simplify this, we can get 6.25 into 10 power 18 electrons. So this is a most important question. Most important 2 marks question. Next, first I am explaining that most important 2 marks questions. Okay. Now, next one is, already I said you, okay, here, why no 2 electric field lines intersect to each other? No 2 electric field lines intersect to each other. Why? This is a statement, no two electric field lines intersected to each other statement. Why it is? Already I said you, okay, if they intersect, come in contradiction. If they intersected to each other, okay, the tangents drawn at the point of intersection indicates the direction of two directions for electric field. If two electric field lines intersect to each other at the point of intersection, ekkadaithe intersect ayyayo, two electric field lines intersect ayyayo, a point of intersection daggara if you draw tangents, that two tangents can indicate the directions for that two directions for electric field, but it is impossible. Two directions for electric field doesn't that possible, not possible at that single point, okay, so that's why that no two electric field lines intersected to each other. So that is answer of this one. Okay, it is also most important one. Next, third one is repulsion is the sure test. Listen carefully. Repulsion is a sure test. Why? Repulsion will be the sure test. Why? ఎందుకు రిపల్షన్ మాత్రమే షూర్ టెస్ట్ అంటే జనరల్లీ ఒక చార్జ్, ఒక అన్చార్జ్, ఒక బాడీ అనేది వాట్ ఎవర్ దట్ బాడీ అనేది చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అనేది ప్రూవ్ చేయాలి. We have to prove that, we have to know that at least okay, that body will be charged body. ఇది charged body అనేది తెలుసుకోవాలి. Okay, for example ఇది this is charged body, already this is charged body, I placed this is nearer to this one. Okay, అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇది అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అనుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ, ఇది అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అయింది అనుకోండి, ఇది ఆల్రెడీ చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ కదా. ఓకే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ పాజిటివ్ చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ దిస్ వన్, దిస్ ఈస్ అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అనుకున్నాం అనుకోండి. ఓకే, వెన్ ఇట్ వాస్ ప్లేస్డ్ నియర్ టు దట్, ఆటోమేటికలీ విచ్ చార్జ్ attained by this uncharged body? Due to induction process that can get that opposite charge, నెగటివ్ ఛార్జ్ వస్తుంది. మరి నెగటివ్ ఛార్జ్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇది ఏం చేస్తుంది, అట్రాక్ట్ అవుతుంది. బోత్ కెన్ అట్రాక్ట్స్ టు ఈచ్ అదర్. ఆల్రెడీ ఐ సెడ్ డ్యూ టు దట్ కండక్షన్ that uncharged body can get that same charge of the charged body. Due to that induction process that uncharged body can gain that opposite charge of the charged body. This is a positive charged body అంటే ఇది uncharged body అంటే ఇలా పెట్టామనుకోండి, దీని మీద నెగటివ్ ఛార్జ్ వచ్చేస్తుంది, అంటే బోత్ కెన్ అట్రాక్ట్స్ టు ఈచ్ అదర్. సో ఇది నెగటివ్ ఛార్జ్ గెయిన్ చేసినా అట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది, ఇండక్షన్లో నెగటివ్ ఛార్జ్నే గెయిన్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ, ఇది ప్యూర్గా అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అయిందనుకోండి, చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ దగ్గర పెట్టినామనుకో ఆటోమేటికల్ ఏమవుతుంది, అట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. అంటే అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అని అట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ దట్ ఐ ప్లేస్డ్ దట్ నెగటివ్ చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ, ఒక నెగటివ్ చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ పెట్టినాం అనుకోండి, అట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది కదా. ఓకే, మరి ఈ అట్రాక్షన్లో మనకు తెలియదు, ఓకే అది చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అన్చార్జ్డ్. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ either charged body or uncharged body, that both can attract to each other, isn't it? Okay, but if you pull this body away from this, okay, then we can came to know that whether it is a charged body or uncharged. ఒకవేళ uncharged body అయితే ఏమవుతుంది, ఈజీగా వచ్చేస్తుంది. అదే అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అయితే ఈజీగా వచ్చేస్తుంది, చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అయితే we should use some force. So that's why repulsion is the sure test of that to test that whether the body is a charged body or uncharged body. So that's why repulsion will be the sure test anta. Once again I am repeating that, don't confuse that. Okay, now if a body was placed nearer to that charged body, okay, whether this body, this is a charged body, okay, this body, okay, either charged body or uncharged body, this can attract it towards to it. అది చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అయినా అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అయినా ఏం చేస్తుంది, అట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. ఆ అట్రాక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు మనకు తెలియదు అది చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అవ్వచ్చు, అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ అవ్వచ్చు. కానీ కానీ అది రిపల్స్ చేసింది అనుకోండి, రిపల్స్ చేసింది అంటే ఇది 100% చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ, అన్చార్జ్డ్ బాడీని రిపల్స్ చేయదు. సో రిపల్షన్ విల్ బి ద షూర్ టెస్ట్ అని చెప్పొచ్చు. ఓకే, నా నెక్స్ట్ వన్, దీస్ ఆల్సో సమ్ వాట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఫోర్త్ వన్, స్టేట్ గాస్ లా. Again, here is also he was asking that gas law for just a statement, state gas law, just statement he was asking for 2 marks. Okay, next, already I said that, somewhat important here. Okay, next, some more questions we have that. Okay, some more questions we have that, that is what will be the formula for intensity of electric field, due to a linear charged object, that is charged rod, uniformly infinitely charged rod. That is, the formula is intensity of electric field due to infinitely charged rod, that is E is equals to, of charge density lambda, E is equals to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r. This is a formula, just a formula he was asking for 2 marks, and we should mention that what are the terms are there in that. Lambda is a linear charge density, epsilon is permittivity of free space, and r will be the distance of the point from the charged body. At the same time, due to that plane charged sheet, that is E is equals to, what will be the formula, sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Thin sheet, thick sheet adagadu, IP lo thick sheet anedi adagadu. Okay, for thin sheet, what will be that? Plane charged sheet, E is equal sigma by 2 epsilon naught. What is sigma? Surface charge density. Epsilon naught is nothing but permittivity of free space. Okay, next, some more questions are there. It's enough, these are enough. Okay, but problems are there already. These are 2 marks, one of the problem I said that, but that under comes to 2 marks. Okay, 4 marks problems we have, and one more 2 marks question is also we have that. Okay, now force acting between 2 charges, is F. First one, 2 sub questions we have. If the distance was increased twice, double, then what happens to the force? If the distance was halved, 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 then what happens to the force? అంటే ఇక్కడ డిస్టెన్స్ 2 చార్జెస్ అవే ఉంటాయి, బట్ డిస్టెన్స్ మాత్రం డబుల్ చేసాం, ఇక్కడ డిస్టెన్స్ హాఫ్ చేసాం. సీ దట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్. ఓకే, 2 చార్జెస్ Q1, Q2 separated by distance R. Then the force is equals to, what will be the formula? K into Q1, Q2 by R square. Okay, so that is F is inversely proportional to R square. F is inversely proportional to R square. Now, if the distance was doubled, that is F dash. F dash by F is equals to inversely. So that's why here we can write R square by R dash square. Inversely kada. Inversely kabatti R square by R dash square. Okay, so R dash is equals to what it is? 2R. Just substitute that. R square by 2R whole square is 4R square. R square get cancelled. F dash is equals to F by 4. Once again listen. 2 charges separated by distance, the force acting between them is K into Q1, Q2 by R square. Okay, now F is inversely proportional to R square. Here the distance was doubled. So F2 by F1 is equals to R1 square by R2. F2 by F1 is equals to R1 square by R2 square, because both are inversely proportional to each other. F2 is F dash, F1 is F initial. This that initial distance is R, final distance is R dash. R dash square, R dash is 2R. 2R whole square is 2 square is for R square. R square get cancelled. I bought that F this side. That is what happens to the force? Force becomes as F by 4. This is an answer. If the distance was halved అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమని రాయాలి? Same formula. R by 2 whole square. That is R square by 4. R square get cancelled. 4 bring into the numerator, that is 4F. So F dash, that force will becomes as 4 times. So this is also one more problem was asking for 2 marks. Okay, now these are the 2 marks questions. And problems, already I mentioned you. Okay, once he was asked the question is, that is, if the 4 charges, 4 equal charges plus q plus q plus q plus q were placed at the 4 corners of that 4 vertices of square of side A or L, whatever that, what will be that force acting on any one of the charge? Already explained that maybe ask for 4 marks question, that type of questions, triangle, okay, that square, isn't it? That type of questions he may ask in 4 marks. Okay, and related to this one also he may ask that 4 marks questions. Okay, so these are the questions we're asking for 4 marks and as well as 2 marks in IPE. I hope, okay, you followed this. Okay, so just take a screenshot and read all these questions, all these answers clearly. Okay, if you read once, automatically you can understand very easily. Okay, but these both are very important. These both are very important, especially that you may get somewhat doubt on that equatorial line, that similar triangles are there. In that similar triangles, we are taking that base by base and side by side. Just that is only concept. If we understood that, automatically you feel as very easily. Okay, and in this we are taking the difference of both the forces. Which distance is less, that we have to take first. Okay, after that F minus Q minus F plus Q. Okay, so that after that catch that point, and after that simple solution is there. Okay, so these are very important. And here in this problem, in this question, the diagram is most important. Of course, these 3 diagrams are important, especially this one. Okay, so draw that for twice, thrice like that, but that should be perfect. Okay, so these are that 4 marks and 2 marks questions we're asking in IPE regularly. Okay, so this one. Next, coming to that point, we have less time, but in this time I want to give some more questions for the aspirants of other competitive examinations other than IPE. Okay, so already of course I mentioned that many, but few left, few applications left. Okay, I want to introduce that. Shall I? Right. Remember, IP అని మెన్షన్ చేసినప్పుడు IP వాళ్ళు, MSET అని చెప్పినప్పుడు MSET వాళ్ళు, JEE అని చెప్పినప్పుడు JEE, NEET అని మెన్షన్ చేసినప్పుడు NEET వాళ్ళని కాదు. If you listen the topic, whatever that, whether if you are IP student or JEE student or NEET student, whatever that, we should concentrate throughout the class. For first minute to up to 45th minute, we should watch that. We should listen to that class. Okay, if you listen perfectly, okay, you can get the differentiation between the questions. You can understand the standard of the questions, isn't it? So that's why that watch the class throughout that 45 minutes or 44 or 43, whatever that. Okay, now listen. Two charges Q1 and Q2 separated by distance R in air or vacuum. In air or vacuum. What is that force here? K into Q1 Q2 by R square. Okay, now if you place in between both of that, if you place in between both of that a dielectric of dielectric constant K, dielectric constant is K అంటే ఒక మెటీరియల్ పెట్టేసాం, ఎయిర్ కాకుండా ఒక మెటీరియల్ పెట్టేసాం. మెటీరియల్ పెట్టినప్పుడు ఇన్ ఏ మీడియం ఆర్ ఇన్ ఏ డైఎలెక్ట్రిక్ what happens to that force? Okay, now better to write 1 by 4 pi epsilon. You may confuse with that K and K. Okay, this K is constant, this K is dielectric constant. Okay, now 1 by 4 pi epsilon is nothing but, shall I write K epsilon naught into Q1. The distance is same, distance will be same. Okay, now here my question is if the force in a dielectric, the force between the two charges in a dielectric, in a medium, is also same as that, okay, సేమ్ ఉండాలి అంటే ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత ఉండాలి? సేమ్ ఉండాలా? సేమ్ ఉంటే ఉండదు కదా, ఎట్లా సేమ్ ఉంటాయి ఇవి రెండు? ఇక్కడ K వచ్చింది, ఇక్కడ లేదు. ఓకే, ఈ ఫోర్సెస్ ఈక్వల్ అవ్వాలి అంటే ఫర్ F is equals to F dash, then what happens to that new distance? ఓకే, ఫోర్స్ ఈక్వల్గా ఉండాలి అంటే, సేమ్ ఉండాలి అంటే ఎయిర్ మీడియంలో ఎంత యాక్ట్ చేసిందో డైఎలెక్ట్రిక్లో కూడా సేమ్ యాక్ట్ చేయాలి అంటే వాట్ విల్ బి ద డిస్టెన్స్ షుడ్ బి ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ద టూ చార్జెస్? ఓకే, నౌ ఈక్వేట్ దీస్ బోత్. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square, 1 by 4 pi K epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R dash square. Q1 Q2 4 pi epsilon naught, Q1 Q2 4 pi epsilon naught get cancelled. Bring this left hand side, bring this right hand side. R dash square is equals to R square by K. Therefore, R dash is equals to R by root K. This is an answer. What is that separation between the two charges to becomes that same force acts in a dielectric and as well as medium between the two same charges? The distance is equals to that R dash is equals to R by root K. Is it? Right. Next, in this only second one, for example, I placed the dielectric like this. This is a dielectric of dielectric constant K, thickness T, not that full medium. అంటే ఈ రెండిటి మధ్యలో ఈ మీడియం అంతా డైఎలెక్ట్రిక్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేయలేదు, జస్ట్ some part. Then what will be that force acting? That force acting between these both of that F is equals to K, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by, okay, that is Q1 Q2 by, actual distance is R. Actual distance both of that is R. R minus T plus T by K. R minus T plus T by K whole square. This is the formula. R minus T subtract cheyali plus malli T by K add cheyali. This is the formula. Don't ask that derivation. Just simply keep in mind that is F is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R minus T plus T by K whole square. The same formula we can get in capacitors in next topics. Okay, so these are the few formulae. These are the few formulae. Okay, next. See here, electric field. I explained that electric field, and the charges also I explained that charges. Now we are discussing about the charges, that's why see that charges. Okay. Now a charged body, an uncharged body converted into either positive charged body or a negative charged body. Uncharged body converted into positive charged body. Listen carefully. Conceptual question this is. Positive charged body converted into positive charged body. Ante positive charged body endante em jarigindi andulo? What happens in that? What happened in that? Okay, so that last electrons, ante uncharged body lo kuda protons untayi, electrons untayi. For example, that is 50 protons are there, 50 electrons unnayi anukondi. For example, indulo ante equal positive, equal negative charge. So that's why that is a neutral in charge, uncharged body. So that was converted into పాజిటివ్ ఛార్జ్. అంటే పాజిటివ్ ఛార్జ్ అయింది అంటే పాజిటివ్ ఛార్జ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయింది కదా, మరి పాజిటివ్ ఛార్జ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయింది అంటే దట్ లాస్ట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్, దెర్ ఈస్ ఎ డెఫిషియన్సీ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్. అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ దట్ హియర్ 50 protons are there, ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ 48 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉన్నాయి అనుకోండి, అంటే 2 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ లాస్ అయిపోయాయి. 2 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ లాస్ అయ్యాయి అంటే వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ టు ఇట్స్ మాస్? What happens to its mass? Mass of the body ఏమైంది? Here mass of the body, electrons loss అయిందంటే each electron have mass, that is has mass is 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kg కదా. So అన్ని kgs 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kg is the mass of each electron. 2 electrons loss అయ్యాయి అంటే 2 electrons that came out, then automatically that much mass decreased. So here mass was decreased. Mass of positive charged body is lesser than that of mass of uncharged body. Did you? Okay. Now if it was converted into negative charged body instead of positive charged, negative charged body గా కన్వర్ట్ చేసాం అనుకోండి, అంటే నెగటివ్ చార్జ్డ్ బాడీ ఏంటి? దట్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఆర్ మోర్ దెన్ దట్ ఆఫ్ protons, ante we added some more electron. So 50 protons are there already, but here 53 electrons ayyayi anukondi, 53 electrons. So more 3 electrons were added, and 3 electrons add chesamante each electron mass is 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kg. So 3 into 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kg mass was increased. Here mass of that negative charged body increased. So if positive, for it uncharged body converted into positive charged body, mass decreases. That uncharged body converted into negative charged body, mass will be increases. Be remember that. Okay. So this is the concept of that what happens to its mass. Okay. Now some more applications I want to give, I want to bring to you, okay, so that is in electric flux and some other topics, a few applications are there, okay. I will explain for tomorrow that until that just go through that what I mentioned that questions today, go through that questions and try to learn that, try to finish that questions, okay. So that I hope you are going to do that, you are going to complete in that afternoon session, okay. So tomorrow I will come with that a few more applications. So most probably I am going to complete this chapter for tomorrow, okay. After that we will go for some other topic, okay. Until that, bye bye. Keep on smiling, okay. So that once again I am mentioning that I am requesting you all the people watch that channel regularly, okay. Go through that classes regularly, don't waste time, okay. Utilize this time in a proper way, okay. Thank you, bye bye.